Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you liking, subscribing, sharing, and any comments that you'd like to leave me. I do appreciate that. And I do want to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for finding me and joining my channel. So my focus today is on traveling through space and time. But before I get into that, if you're new and this is the first time you've seen me, the Galactics do give me the information for all my videos. I channel them and also a poem. So first I'm going to read you the poem that I received this morning. It's called Spreading Rainbow Light. It's imperative for you to visualize this light. Spread it all over our earth, waking everyone, spreading its love to all and for those who still live in fright. This uplifts all day and night. It's our job to do this, you see. It's part of our mission collectively. We are in the stages of awakening. Do not let what appears get you down. Ignore it completely. Get up and ground yourselves daily to our earth. We are all here to guide her into her rebirth. Stay strong and know all is well. All is on track, especially when we all gel. As we lead all others out of this hell to an oasis beyond belief. The biggest celebration is what we will see. Keep your eyes focused on relief for all those who still live in disbelief. The truths resurfacing are so horrible too. Hold on to love, it will get you through. I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. Powerful coded words. This is your new jam. Say it, repeat it as much as you can. We all will be walking hand in hand together into our promised land. Beautiful. Positive and true. Anyway, getting back to traveling through space and time. If you don't know this already, you travel at night. You learn when you travel, and sometimes you heal. You get healed when you travel. And sometimes you heal others when you travel. So, two things to know. When you wake up in the morning, this is how you would know if you traveled. Let's put it this way. When you wake up in the morning with unexpected body pains, you most likely travel to places with dark energies. Now, just to let you know, I have done this many times, and sometimes I have to go see a chiropractor. And just to let you know, a lot of people fear chiropractors, but chiropractors are actually a necessity for everyone to see at least once in a while. It even came through Edgar Casey's channeling back when he was alive in 1915, somewhere around there. Anyway, so he helps me with different pains that I get. Anyway, the other way to know is, especially this happens if you've gone to a ship. I call it a starship. You can call it whatever you want. But when you wake up in the morning, you have the hardest time opening your eyes. They are glued shut. You feel like you need a crowbar or something to pry your eyes open. And you have this overwhelming feeling of also being tired, but it's not the same type of tired that, you ran a race or something, or like it's time to go to bed and you didn't sleep all night, because it's a kind of a different tired feeling, because once you get out of it, you feel fine. So if you can relate to that and you've ever wondered about it, that's what's going on. The veils are thinning more and more. And when I talk about the veils, I'm talking about the veils that cover the planet and the veils that cover you. The people who are not awake are veiled, and people who are awakening are releasing veils. And people that are awake have released 99% of veils, and they don't even have any, maybe. Um, so you might start seeing faces or people at night. I've been seeing entities, faces, elementals, pretty much my whole life. It really did start more intensely when I was a teenager. That's where it became more intense. But actually, ever since I was a child, until I knew this was demons, whenever I went to sleep at night, every single night when I closed my eyes, I would see faces. And I would see these beautiful women that would turn into demons. And I'm like a little child. And I don't know what this is, so I'm thinking everyone does this. It really wasn't until like 10 years ago I found out it was demons around me all the time. But regardless, I was never harmed, you know what I'm saying? So, but in any case, I see faces and you might start seeing faces. And if you see faces, because, these people have been coming in my room at night more and more, but it's not new for me, but if it's new for you, my point is don't fear it. I want you to ask yourself, why do you fear anything? Do you know why you are afraid of the things that you are afraid of? You need to figure that out. Now, I can help you a little bit because I want to remind you that everything we've learned, everything we see, everything we watch is about fear. So you've been fear programmed. And now, because the world is ascending and the light has won, that, we're getting bombarded with this coronavirus. Fear is all over the planet. People are afraid to touch everyone, wearing masks, etc., etc. Do you see what I'm talking about? Now, this is why you fear. This is how you can release some of your fears. Also, but I don't want to go off my path, so I got to follow my notes. Fear is false evidence appearing real. You are more powerful than anything you fear. You are more powerful than a virus. You're more powerful than a demon. You're more powerful than anything you see. You are stronger and more powerful than anything on this planet. And, it's important for you to understand and realize that. And not only that, if you want to compare all of us to everyone who's not here on planet Earth right now, we are the strongest souls in the whole universe. It's the only reason why we're here. We chose to come here, and people have chosen to come here, but we're not allowed to come here. So I should say, you are allowed to come to Earth because you are stronger than strong. And tons of people have forgotten this, and they leave the planet. So just know that. A lot of people don't want to deal with this, so they leave. But The cabal has forced these agendas on you for control. So it's imperative for you to trust. And if you are not sure, say, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am, 6 times at least. If faces appear and they are evil people, evil entities, and you're not sure, say 6 times, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. You can say it out loud, but you can say it in your head too. Because really, we came here originally without speaking all these different languages. We've always communicated with our mind. This is how we talk to people who don't talk, to like dogs and tigers and birds and fish and flowers, etc. Maybe non-verbal autistic children. This is how we communicate, really. So if you're not sure if they're good faces or not good faces, what I'm saying is say, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am 6 times. And if they are not about that, if they are evil or demonic or whatever, they'll leave. I bet you most of them will stay because that's not who they are. I don't know who they are, but they're curious to see you. They know you, obviously. And they could be family from previous lifetimes. You only remember your current family. And when your current family leaves Earth, you only remember those people. But you've been on this planet so many times. You have so many family that you don't remember. So, of course, you know, when you leave Earth and go to the other side, you will remember. But while you're here at this particular time, you don't. I really believe that when we all ascend 100% into the new Earth, which is actually right here, but that we will have all that memory anyway. It's just this place. But they could be your past life relatives and friends. They could be past life children that you gave birth to. You don't know. So enjoy it and see how magical the universe is. The whole universe is cheering us on. And it could be them that's coming around to see you. Because Earth fell into the deep darkness which affects the whole. And so this is a new adventure for everyone. For Earth, for the universe. This has never, ever, ever, ever happened before. So in previous incarnations, you know, Earth has destroyed itself and had to restart again. It's done that a few times. But instead of doing it this time, because trust me, it would have, we awakened, we became stronger, and all the time is now, has been this year and part of last year. The game is over, the light has won, and so we are experiencing something that's never, ever, ever happened before. And so just understand it's a process. It takes time to work out all the kinks, I should say. So, who are the Cabal? The Cabal are the Clintons, the Rothschilds, the Queen of England, the Bushes, Bill Gates, Obama. Then there's them in Hollywood, the NFL, the music industry. You know, there's some actors and actresses, and even Dr. Phil. He's not a good thing either. Anyway, I've been recently been made aware of videos that explain these atrocities, and obviously not all of them. It took me a while to release the disgust that and this disgusting video that I watched yesterday. And this is minuscule to every other truth that will be exposed. So just this, I mean, I've told myself I'm strong. I'm very strong. I can get over a lot of things. I can release people easily. I don't have an issue with that because I know the real reality. I know who I am. I know where I came from. I know the truth. I walk the truth. I experience the truth. I am the truth. And that's where you need to be. That strong in your belief of the truth. And by releasing your fears and your worries and the propaganda and knowing things, you just know, like when the virus came out, you just knew it was joke. It was a joke. Do you see what I'm saying? When you come to that point, you are pretty much fully awakened. When you still doubt yourself and not sure, then you're still in the awakening process. And let me tell you, even though I know all of this stuff, this one thing I heard yesterday took me way off balance. It is so dark and deep and disgusting and full of negative energy that I had to release it. Now, this is just one new thing I learned yesterday. Can you imagine what's going to happen to this planet when everybody hears the truth? And how it's going to affect them? And how crazy these people will get? It's going to be horrible for these people. This is why you must balance out the two, positive and negative. If you're a person who spreads truths and not positive truths, but the negative truths, it can eventually take over you. The negative energy can just take over you. And so you need to understand that. When you start feeling like that, you got to say, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. And bring yourself back up out of it. However you can do it. With that, we'll do it. With selenite, with sage, with more positive affirmations, whatever works for you. And so you need to balance the two. Me, I prefer to be about positivity, about awakening people and letting them see past the trash into reality of beauty, love, peace, harmony. We're gonna party, the rainbows, and all of that. That's what I'm about. So, but do whatever you can. And know that you are powerful because you are your own God. You are your own God who is creator source energy. And so if you are your own God, then you have power over all the evil that goes on. Remember that. Some people are open to other thought, yet still maintain their negative fear-based belief system at the same time. So it's like, I'm interested, but I'll stop you. I'll stop you. I'm trying to say this. If a person approaches you or a friend of yours is interested in hearing what you have to say about what you think reality is and about whatever, some of these people are open to receive, and once they start going the other direction, that's when you want to end the conversation with them, because then you can see that they're only open to a point, because then they start becoming argumentative. And remember, we are only energy. Energy is either positive or negative. when you start conversing with someone who is negative and they carry negative energy, they start to drain you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just say what you say, and then when they start getting into this battle of no, you're wrong, you say to them, no one is right and nobody is wrong. What you say, if you don't want to believe me, is I agree to disagree. And make these people do that. I agree to disagree, and then get off the phone if that's where you're at, because most likely you're on the phone. Just any kind of excuse, get off the phone and get yourself back up to your positive state of mind and that love energy. Release all expectations, stick to your truth, and realize that these old programs are so strong and ingrained in other people that eventually they'll get over it, they'll realize it, but it's not about battling and it's not about right and wrong. Because they become like energy vampires. Energy vampires suck the energy right out of you, and you don't want that to happen. So it's like you understand life and they don't. That's okay. Can you prove it to them? No. Can you make them see your way? No. So why bother? So remember, time travel is nothing that you ever have to do. You don't really have to do anything except be the light, be the loves, and spread it. Because when you travel, you travel. You don't have to try to travel. You don't try to see the elementals. You don't try to do anything. It's all happens when it happens. That's it. Do you know? One day I started seeing people. I didn't do anything to make that happen. Many, many times I've time traveled. I didn't do anything to make that happen. It just happened. Just happened. One time, the only way I think I made it happen in a sense was that I had a question about a person that I was giving a psychic reading to. And this person didn't like me, and I knew they didn't like me because souls remember souls, and I was not nice to her, blah blah blah. And so I had that question. I wonder why she doesn't like me, what happened. And that's during my reading, I actually went to our life together in another time frame, in another century, and found out what it was. Do you see? But I didn't ask to do it. It just happened. So everything just happens. So don't fear it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over anything. The more you connect to your higher self, the more you live in love, peace, harmony, and positive energy, the more you follow your intuition guidance, and you just get more and more and more and more and more and more, and your frequency gets raised higher and higher and higher and higher. And that's what you want to do. You want to raise your frequency. You want to always go to a higher level. That's why you're here to begin with, to raise your vibration, raise your frequency. In the past, it was to do this so you would never have to come back here and not be on that karmic wheel. And now it's changing, because we'll be in a situation where we'll want to be here, because here is going to be heaven and it's going to be paradise. Who doesn't want to be in paradise? What is going to be different? You're all going to be in paradise in a human body if you choose. That's what's different. Your human body will not age. Your human body will not get sick. You will not be separate. You will be one and you will know it. You'll be all about love and harmony and peace. And that's how we will all exist on planet Earth in our near future. Focus on the future. Focus on your powers. Focus on how you can heal yourself. You can do these things. Focus on that. Don't focus on negativity. And brace yourself for the deep, dark, disgusting truth that is coming out, oozing out every day. So anyway, I hope you all had a great holiday, and I hope you all have a great week. Thank you for joining me. And again, subscribing, for sharing, and for any comments. And remember, you can contact me anytime if you're on Facebook through Messenger, or you can email me, and my email address is written below this video. Thanks, and I'll see you next week.